Liverpool fans are feeling the highest of highs at the moment as the Reds held off for a 1-0 win against PSG, which has been described as a textbook defensive display. This win sees Liverpool hold the advantage as they look ahead for the second fixture at Anfield. Despite the positive energy surrounding the club today, there is some huge news as a Liverpool forward is set to be sidelined for the rest of the season after a shocking twist has emerged. We will look into this in today's video whilst going over all the latest Liverpool news from the last 24 hours. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. But first, Liverpool boss Arne Slot has praised his staff for keeping Harvey Elliott's fitness levels high, following his match-winning contribution against Paris Saint-Germain. It has been a hard season for Elliott, finding himself on the periphery of Slot's plans, with more dynamic midfielders preferred to him. The 21-year-old produced a stunning cameo at PSG on Wednesday night though, scoring the only goal with his first touch, just 47 seconds after coming on. It means that Liverpool take a priceless 1-0 lead with them to Anfield next Tuesday, as they look to book a place in the Champions League quarter-finals. Speaking to reporters, Slot lauded his staff for the work they have done with Elliott, also focusing on a significant goal from the midfielder. A big moment for him, Slot said. I can understand that he is sometimes frustrated by the playing time he gets because he is a good player. He showed at Liverpool already that he is a good player, but he is in competition for players that I hardly take off. So Dominik Szoboszlai is always the one that just keeps on going. He also scores goals, but he's so important for us with all the running he does. And yeah, Mo Salah I think is quite key for everyone as well. So he has to do it with limited playing time, but he just keeps on going. I have to give him big compliments for that, and also my staff because they keep working with him and every time come up with great exercises so he stays fit. But it wasn't only Harvey, it was also the one who assisted Darwin Núñez, who came from a difficult 2 games, but was absolutely there again tonight because from the moment he came in, we were more of a threat than before. It is the fine details that can turn a good side into a great one, and under Slot, Liverpool appear to be nailing those small margins. Elliott could easily be a frustrated figure who isn't delivering when required, but his head coach has ensured that the entire squad are ready to do a job. As mentioned, the 21-year-old isn't as dynamic as the likes of Ryan Gravenberch and Dominik Szoboszlai, or as strong and quick as Mohamed Salah, but he is a great squad player. Elliott was Liverpool's most effective substitute last season, and while minutes have been hard to come by this time around, his winner on Wednesday outlined his importance. Without the work of Slot's staff, the 21-year-old may not have delivered in such a big moment, especially if he wasn't in the right mental and physical space. Elliott will continue to have to show patience, with others seen as stronger starting options, but this game showed that you never know when you will be needed as the match winner. Now, a Liverpool forward is set to miss the remainder of the season after a shocking twist, as Ben Doak has returned to Liverpool after undergoing surgery on a thigh injury, which could rule the winger out for the remainder of his loan at Middlesbrough. Doak had not featured for Middlesbrough since the end of January, but in a recent update, head coach Michael Carrick suggested he could make his return imminently. But the youngster is now facing the possibility that his campaign could be over, having required surgery to correct the issue this week. According to the Gazette's Craig Johns, Doak underwent a minor procedure before returning to his parent club for initial treatment. While Middlesbrough aren't understood to have completely ruled out Doak playing again this season, there are just 11 games left of the regular campaign, making it a race against time, Johns explained. The expectation is that, at the very least, the 19-year-old will miss the majority of those 11 games, and it may be more likely that a return date is set for pre-season. Doak had been in excellent form for Middlesbrough prior to his injury, with 3 goals and 7 assists in 24 games in the Championship. Liverpool rejected advances from both Ipswich and Crystal Palace in the January transfer window, with bids of up to £16 million turned down. Arne Slot is expected to run the rule over Doak in pre-season, with those within the club reported to be impressed with his development since joining Middlesbrough. Whether he can earn a long-term role in Liverpool's senior squad remains to be seen, with Harvey Elliott's own struggle for game time highlighting the competition he would face. The hope is that Mohamed Salah will sign a new contract to effectively lock down the right-hand side beyond the current season, while a new arrival in the summer transfer window cannot be ruled out. Per FBRF, Doak is in the top 1% of wingers across Europe for progressive carries, 6.78, and progressive passes received, 12.65 per 90 minutes, and in the top 5% for touches in the opponent's penalty area, 6.12. Before we get into our next story, if you haven't already, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you, let's get back into the video. In other news, Ibrahima Konate rejected the narrative around his challenge on Bradley Barcola in Liverpool's 1-0 win over Paris Saint-Germain, insisting it was soft. Konate was at the centre of controversy on his return to Paris, with a lengthy VAR review required to check a potential red card challenge in the first half. It came after the centre-back shrugged PSG forward Barcola off the ball when going through on goal, with TNT Sports commentator Rio Ferdinand among those hysterically calling for a sending off. Even in real time, it looked like a routine challenge for a player of Konate's strength, and that was his stance as he explained the situation after the match. There was a VAR check. If there was a push, like he said, I would have been shown a red card, he told Canal Plus per Get French Football News. I'm telling you that there wasn't a foul. It's true that I am very strong, but I don't apply power, I just put my arm. If I'd put a lot more power into it, then we could talk about it, but it was soft from me. That was not an opinion shared by PSG sporting director Luis Campos, who bellowed at referee Davide Massa in the tunnel at half-time that it's a red card or penalty. As the players walked to their dressing rooms, Virgil van Dijk replied, "Come on man, it's not even a foul. Hey, it's not even a foul." Konate rightly avoided any punishment for winning the ball, and Liverpool eventually kept a clean sheet despite facing 27 shots on goal, with Alisson named man of the match. The Frenchman had gone into the tie knowing a yellow card would rule him out of the return leg at Anfield on Tuesday, as one of 4 Reds at risk of a one-match ban. Alexis McAllister, Andy Robertson and match winner Harvey Elliott will also miss their next Champions League game if they are booked before the end of the quarter-finals. In his post-match press conference, Arne Slot praised the performance of Massa, saying he was just a top referee that should be in a game like this. I think if the referee would have blown his whistle against Konate, the VAR would not have overturned it, he explained. Now it was also clear for me they should not have overturned his decision because it was not clearly wrong. It is a big decision, that's true. But that is all for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.